Good evening from the TV6 Digital Desk. I'm Ben Kuchner-Kavich. We are live tonight on TV6 Plus, UpperMichiganSource.com, the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app, on Facebook, and on YouTube. This might be the first time that all of these things have been working, so hopefully this lasts for us. We'll start with a first alert weather update. As we take a look at the radar, we are slowly seeing these lake effect snow bands diminish out there, but it still remains eastern portions of Marquette into western Alger counties in particular, still some moderate snowfall out there. We can expect that light to moderate lake effect snow to continue in the central and eastern UP overnight tonight. Could see the occasional wind gust up around 35 miles per hour. That would lead to blowing snow and rapid reductions in visibility. So there's still some isolated hazardous travel still possible out there. Now we could see some additional light lake effect snow totals of around an inch or two tonight, maybe locally 3 inches. Most areas will see below an inch though. And then as we head towards the end of the work week through the weekend, we'll have some more chances for snow. There's going to be a few clipper systems coming through from time to time, and those are always followed by lake effect snow. Not always, but these ones will be. We could also see some more gusty winds, certainly below normal temperatures, and then much colder temperatures coming in next week. We could see sub-zero overnight lows and those wind chills well below zero. Live look at Marquette this evening. Every now and then we see those visibilities reduced, especially the further east you go. The official high today at the Weather Service in Negaunee Township was 15 degrees. Those temperatures rapidly dropped as we headed towards 10, 11 o'clock last night. From temperatures well into the evening still above freezing. Officially 6.5 inches of snow at the Weather Service for today. And the record for snowfall was 10 inches. That was back in 1985. Let's take a look at some of our top local headlines for today. We have new details in a story we've been covering for nearly 2 years. Yesterday, we told you a family is suing multiple Houghton County agencies for the death of a Michigan Tech student. That was 22-year-old Benjamin Walby. Today, the City of Houghton's police department sent us this statement. It reads in part, "Because this matter is in active litigation, we are legally restricted from discussing specific details of the encounter at this time. However, we note our officers were confronted with an impossible situation and we support the decisions they were forced to make under pressure," end quote there. Well, in a press conference yesterday, Feiger Law said officers used excessive force when they responded to Walby's apartment. The lawsuit seeks damages in excess of $75,000 for each of the 15 counts outlined in the 152-page complaint and a trial by jury. We'll continue to bring you the latest details as this unfolds. A room at the inn now has more room for people with its new overflow shelter. The nonprofit secured its overflow shelter at the Salvation Army. The chapel will house people overnight to shelter them from harsh winter conditions. But even with the new space, the executive director of the nonprofit says right now demand is high and staff need to coordinate where people stay. She says people looking for help will be directed at the warming center.
Even though our overflow space is at the Salvation Army, we've already identified the folks that will be in that space. So if you're still seeking shelter and seeking to get connected to any of our services, please still go to 447 West Washington. That's our warming center.
Wilkinson says any help is appreciated, whether it's through volunteering for the shelter or donating money to the cause. So tonight, if you get checked out in a new dentist office in Marquette, Blue Family Dentistry opened Monday but held an open house today. It offers general services like implant restoration, filling projects. Owner and dentist Caitlin Wetton says the office has 3 to 3 rooms.
And there's just so many patients and so few clinicians that they just can't get in. So lots of offices have wait lists up to a year or just are not accepting patients at all. They're just at their maximum.
Lupine takes new patients of all ages. A UP Health Foundation is accepting applications for 3 grants. The Superior Health Foundation opened the application period for the Care Access Program. Money from the program goes to organizations making medical care more accessible by reducing costs of providing transportation. The foundation is also accepting applications for its medical equipment and health impact grant programs. Superior Health Foundation CEO Megan Murphy says the goal is to help UP communities stay healthy.
We want to do what we can to provide the financial support that those organizations need to advance the work that they're doing, but also to help them, with their capacity to do that work.
The deadline for the Care Access program is March 11th. To apply or learn more about the grants, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. Some of us don't mind the cold, but others embrace it head first. The Portage Canal Polar Plunge returns next week as part of a midwinter festival in the Keweenaw. It's been nearly 10 years since a Portage Canal Polar Plunge took place during Hancock's Hakenpaiva Festival. The city says that's because of a lack of volunteers. Now this year, you'll have the option to jump in between 20 and 30 feet of frigid water. The 2-hour plunge takes place on the boardwalk between the Ramada Inn and Taka Saunas. Taka Saunas will reserve its saunas and changing rooms for those who plunge.
The Polar Plunge has been held directly outside where Taka Saunas is now. There were prior owners in the past, about 10 years ago, that allowed this to happen. With it being sold and having new occupants the last couple of years here with Smallcraft and Taka, it was super easy to get them on board. This is something that they've wanted to see for a long time.
Plunge is Saturday, January 24th from 1 to 3 in the afternoon after the Hakenpaiva Parade. Organizers plan to have multiple first responder teams on hand throughout the event. Finally tonight, service members can bowl for free Saturday at River Rock Lanes thanks to Sail Disability Network. The event takes place from 4 to 6 in the evening. Sail will cover nearly all expenses. This includes food, non-alcoholic beverages, bowling shoes, and lanes. Veterans can also bring their families to take part.
It's going to be a fun, free, accessible night of bowling for veterans and their immediate families from all over the UP. You can be from Marquette, you can be from Delta County. As long as you can make it here, we'd love to see you and go bowling with you.
To take part, you need to pre-register by Friday. To do so, you can call 906-936-0908 or send an email to ms@upsail.org. That is all for tonight's TV 6 and 6. I'm Ben Kuchner-Kavich. Have a great rest of your night.